Hello, everybody. I know it's been a very long time. And for those people who are joining in new after such a long gap, my name is Vincent. And I have been speaking and coming across to people across the globe on different experiences of spiritual life. First of all, thank you so much for the response you gave up for wakeup.life. My previous post on Facebook has almost 20,000 uh, inceptions to it. That means, and there are a lot of people who've written to me, spoken to me, and using the product. It's all for you. Experience it. Uh, then let me know how you get it. So experience from the willingness. So that's on wakeup.life, but that's not the reason that I have connected with you. And I will keep this dialogue regular the way I was doing it before. But there was a huge gap in between due to limitation of my bandwidth. So first thing I want to answer today is I got a question, and I got this question repeatedly by a couple of folks across the globe, and uh, and this is a very genuine question. It's a very profound question and a deep question that what exactly people are doing to get themselves awakened spiritually. Now, what I feel and what I have heard and what I also see in my experiences, due respect to whatever you do to become so-called spiritual, is people are actually into a regime, and they are into trying hard to become spiritual. They are into fixed schedules like getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, or being vegetarian, or whatever you want to do. That's your way of living, and nobody can comment on that, and nobody should comment on that. But my humble submission to this question is that there is no way to become spiritual if you are not relaxed and yourself. You don't have to become spiritual, first of all, because you are one. That's your natural state. And there is nothing that will be like a commando training to make you spiritual. Your real natural state, where you get bliss and you be with yourself and you are yourself, which is beyond body mind, wherein say you are into that step of stillness, is actually you are spiritual. And you can be in this stillness and and address all the daily life issues of your life, let it be at work, let it be at personal life, relationships, whatever. Now, what Wake Up Score does is this. In this is the portal that I launched is just gives you your levels of awareness in quantifiable forms. It's just a mirror. But if you really see yourself and see the way you conduct life, you'll understand what exactly you need to do and what you do not need to do. So there is no regime, or there is no that task. There is no kind of like a commando training that you need to be getting up at 4 o'clock. You need to be eating this set of food. You need to be going to bed. You need to be practicing celibacy. You may have multiple partners. How does that matter? The fact that I'm trying to say is spiritual life has nothing to do with all this. The word spiritual means you being your own self, which is beyond body mind. You're not forced, you're not conditioned, you are in the real natural state. Now, if you like to eat a chicken sandwich and that gives you bliss, go ahead and do that. It all depends where exactly you feel peace and stillness and joy. And that comes naturally, that can't be induced to this. All these healthy practices can only make space, but they can't make you spiritual. So if you're getting up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, good, it keeps you energetic. But because of that, you will not become spiritual. So they can just make space. And in that space, you have to dive in, which will happen naturally to you if you let go. The problem is the people become more regimist to become spiritual. They're more in a gigantic exercise. The less space they have for themselves, which is just a contradiction of becoming spiritual. So my humble submission is to let go and let be. Be in the state of being. We are human beings. We are not human doings. So be in the state of being, and that's actual being spiritual. Be grounded there and perform your daily acts. That's one question. The second question, before I shut down this video, is that many people have asking me, especially once the launch of Wake Up is on manifestation. There's so many channels talking about manifestation. Internet is flooded. But what exactly is manifestation? I do not like to speak more on this because you do not, You do not so-called become spiritual to manifest things in your life. Now that's not a bargain. It's not a business. Manifestation, if you really ask me, and I don't want to get deep into that, and neither I want to get into those channels and videos where they say you manifest in 5 minutes. If you do this, you manifest in 10 minutes. Manifestation is the natural course of this universe, and it comes again naturally to you. It's like law of gravity. Even if you fall at 5 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the evening, you will fall down only. The law works all 24 hours. So the manifestation is the fact that you have the intent. It is set up for this manifestation. Where the manifestation becomes a difficult task is because people infringe, force, push and pull into it. So manifestation comes in the form of a subtle desire, and if it remains subtle, it will take its own way of manifestation in your 3D physical life. And that is a fact. You believe it or not, it's like a law of gravity. This law will work, you like it or not. And where manifestations become difficult is when people put their impulsive desires to that, and the desire is no more subtle, it's become impulsive and compulsive. So manifestation is natural, it's easy. It's like the way snow falls. It doesn't think where it's going to fall, but it falls beautifully. You can manifest. The fact that you hold an intent, that subtle form of desire, it has its mechanics of manifestation. You need to do nothing except be effortless and let it go and perform your daily acts, and you have a spontaneous actions and responsives to it as the course moves. You are a person who's always in the journey, and for true spiritual man, there is no destination. Man or woman, I mean, not gender biased, I just took it as a literal way. There is no destination. The journey itself is there. So if you ask me where you have to start, right over here, because where you're standing now is the place where you start and where the place you move in. So true spiritual people don't look for certain milestones or completions, because again, that's not natural, that's conditioned. If you are blissful in this moment while listening to me, you are high on spiritual life. And whatever intents you have, it will manifest, if provided you let it go. The fact that you hold that intent, because the universe is giving intents different to different people. What intent I hold, it's not necessarily you going to hold. So the fact that you have the intent is enough for this manifestation. So I'm going to rest this video here, and I will be regular with my talks. And I got this feedback from across the world that I was not diligent enough to do this, but I will be. I'll do my best, and I like people writing into me. Thank you so much. My apologies, due to my limited bandwidth, I can't answer everybody. Go ahead and experience wakeup.life. Experience the product, take your wake up score, see your report, and also try to be a part of the wake up community, which is completely free, and you will come interacted with so many other people like you who have similar experiences like you're holding. So once again, thank you so much for all love, care and affection and responsiveness that I've got across the world, across communities, across cultures. And I look forward to see you, meet you in different forums. Thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend. In case if you're traveling for your summer vacations with your kids, have safe travels, enjoy your life, be blissful. You are spiritual. You don't have to become one. Thank you.